Hey, Leo. Welcome. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Let's talk for a spell. We're going to see what's coming in for you with this Aries Hunter's Harvest Moon that arrives on the scene on the 6th, just a few days away from now. Big alignment point that is coming in. Quite a significant juncture we're at here. So we're going to just drop in and get you a little view of the quest up ahead for you and see what wants to come through. I felt really guided to bring in some cartomancy for you, opening up Leo. And then to get any kind of sort of themes, any other details, we'll fill in the gaps with the Paulina Tarot, or what I like to call Fairy Tarot. It's inspired by life in New Orleans, so there could be a New Orleans connection just to bring that in, or there could be a jazz connection, okay? New Orleans is such a wonderful place for music, especially jazz and the blues, okay? So there might be some kind of connecting point coming through around that for you. But let's see what we got, Leo. And let's dive right in. Okay, that's for any strong Leo placement, or if you're an Aquarius rising, that makes you Leo Descendant. Look at this. Well, don't you like to get things off with a bang? I mean, maybe you're feeling a little randy. It is kind of coming in. We got an Ace of Clubs here. This is a lot of fire. There's something you want to take action on here, and in a big way. And I do feel like this is a bold move, and you have the ability to do it. So I feel like you are going to throw caution to the wind. Let's see what's coming in here. This is something coming in this fall. Right, so whatever this is, it's imminent. It is imminent. There's something here you're really transforming. You finally know how you want to transform your reality. Maybe you needed to figure things out for a bit. You weren't sure what kind of action you should take or in what direction, and now it's clear to you. Or it will be soon once all the lights come on in the room with that full moon. So what is this coming in for Leo? First house energy around that as well with the Ace. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aries in this situation. You could have a strong Aries placement in your chart. Also, this is something about yourself, you know, something that is just about you. Also, Aries has been in Chiron, so this is also about getting to the other side of your deepest wound, the deepest wound of the self, finding a sense of empowerment and acting of your own accord. Okay, what do we got here? We got quite a few things that came out. All right, well, we got the Queen of Spades coming in with the 2 of Hearts, with the 7 of Hearts to the 3 of Spades. Well, this is somebody who's ready to turn over a new leaf. Okay, maybe they were exploring their options at one point. You could have been exploring your options, or you could have been dealing with somebody who was exploring their options. I feel like romantically, with the 2 of Hearts coming out here, there was something you weren't sure about. High Priestess energy. There could have even been some factors that were concealed, you know. Maybe somebody was concealing their hand, you know. They didn't want to play their hand early. They might have also had, you know, a few other lovers in the mix, and they didn't really want to be upfront about that. So, you know, there could have been some clandestine situations here. There could have been any of the water signs connected to this situation. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also see Libra energy here pretty strong, okay? Could be Gemini, could be Aquarius as well. We also got an emphasis on Cancerian energy here. And then we have Gemini pretty strong too, okay? Also some Sagittarian energy in the mix. And yeah, emphasis on Pisces as well. Okay, so there could have been some hidden factors, some blind spots, sort of exploring options, not sure what the right choice was. May have cut some things off. You may be ready to make a definitive choice. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. You finally know what's right with you. What's right with you. Interesting. Maybe, you know, somebody who's made things right with you too, or you feel like something's been balanced out too. Okay? This is your two of hearts. Like there's a good synergy here. Somebody wants to cut off the options and they want to invest in someone that maybe at one point they stopped investing in. That's what I got. And it could be an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this could be somebody wanting to return to an ex. And any of these characters could be in play in this situation, right? So, wanting to take another turn at the wheel. Can I press my luck? It may feel like roulette in some cases. You may not be sure what kind of answer you're going to get, or somebody could be approaching you. They're not sure how you're going to receive the advance. Anything could happen. It got a little dicey back there, okay? There's been delays in this situation. I mean, we got a king of clubs on the bottom of the deck there, so this could be who's making an advance. I mean, it's your energy, Leo, but it also could be Sagittarius came out here. It could be Aries, too. All right, let's see what's coming in here. Give some more details about this. How's this situation going to unfold for Leo? What does this look like? Round and round the wheel goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. There's sort of like this gamble energy here. I did kind of feel compelled to roll the dice too, so I think I'm going to roll the dice for you. Somebody might be going to Vegas. Maybe somebody's wanting to tie the knot. Maybe they're wanting to get hitched spontaneously on a trip. They're like, let's do it. Let's make it official. I'm ending my player ways. I'm ready to put a fork in that. That's done. I'm ready to sign on the dotted line. You are my one. You complete me. It all feels romantic. It's quite a whirlwind, but I do see there's been a little confusion in the past. There's been options in the past. There's been heartache in the past. There's been separation in the past. That's what I'm seeing here. This is a love story. This is a love story, but somebody's turning over a new leaf in this situation. They want to do something different. All right. I mean, this may be it. It's pretty simple, Broad. We don't need to go into a lot of details. All right. One more round. One more round, and then I'll cut the deck. And then I think I'm going to roll the dice before I bring the fairy in. Yeah. I mean, this could have been something that went sour at one point. All right. You may have an ex coming around. Or you may want to approach somebody you used to be involved with. But I think what made things go awry is someone had a roving eye and there could be a third party in play. In some cases, Leo, you could have been the third party and you didn't even know it. It kind of like caught you by surprise, all right? I could see this could kind of shake out in multiple ways. Or maybe you didn't know you were the third party in other cases too. You wanted what you wanted. It was fun for the time, but I don't know. Maybe you ended up getting more deeply invested than you expected. Because, I mean, you do see this, like, 3 of spades here. So this does indicate there was pain, right? I got to speak to the collective energy, you know? Not every Leo has the same story. So, you know, don't get offended by anything here. Somebody didn't want to commit. That's what I see. They felt like if, you know, they committed, they'd feel trapped, you know? And you may have been dealing with somebody that was like a little bit of a player kind of energy. They didn't want to give up their freedom, you know? And maybe you felt like you were in a holding pattern too. You got frustrated, but I do feel like eventually you got the strength to move beyond that because I see that there's been some kind of separation here. Queen of Hearts energy. You're like, I need more than that. I need so much more than that. I don't want to be somebody that just takes some scraps that are served before me. I want the whole feast here. I want to feast for the senses. You know? You wanted to be the queen of someone's heart, and then you found yourself getting a spade stuck in your heart instead. Right? Water sign energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming in pretty strong. Right? You could be a Cancer, Leo, cusper. You're like, I don't want to revisit that, you know? I think you freed yourself from something here. You freed yourself from waiting for love to be served at a table, and instead you got up, man. And that's always a good call, but I do feel like somebody's coming around here, or somebody wants to take another shot at something. It could be somebody you were ditched by, but it could also be you. You could want to approach somebody here. As I see this, I got the 10 energy coming in with this man running quick. Running quick. I better hurry up. I better hurry up and make it right, or else I'm going to crap out at this game of life, okay? Coming in with the number 10 here. So this could be a Capricorn. This could be with the number 4 there. I mean, could be a Cancer. Got 6 here too. Could be a Virgo. 10 energy makes me think of Wheel of Fortune. Could be a Sagittarius. Also 6 is Venus energy. Libra came in already. Libra. Also a Taurus there. All right. Just some opening energies here. I mean, somebody wants to move forward in this situation. Life path 4, life path 6 could be factoring into this situation pretty strongly, all right? Life path 1 as well, all right? The wheel is about to turn, though. There's a real kind of like gambling kind of energy here. Somebody could be a gambler. Somebody could like to go to Vegas. Somebody may want to go to Vegas, get hitched to someone real quick. It's like they feel like they got a rush to do something. I don't know why I got that impression. Alright? It's like a game of chance here, man. We got life path 4 coming in again. We got life path 5 here. Life path 9. We also got life path 2. Very much emphasized. Makes me think of the second house of Taurus. Okay? Somebody wants some stability. Somebody also wants their value to be seen, like they feel like they weren't valued, you know? There's something to do with inequities of power in a dynamic, really wanting to be recognized. Wanting to be recognized in this situation, wanting to see a change for sure, okay? Again, Virgoan energy coming out here again. Your energy's out here pretty strong. I think you're fixed in your position, like you've made up your mind. You know, fun was fun, but you got some wisdom now under your belt, and you need a little bit more than what you were given before. That's what I see, okay? There was too much that was clandestine. This also could have been a connection where you felt like you had to keep it hidden, all right? Because there could have been something that if you made it known that you were involved with this person, it could have started some fights, could have started some arguments. This could have been somebody who wasn't really free to connect either, okay? So again, there could be like a third party situation involved in this dynamic, or it could be one of those polyagony situations. That's what I call it. I mean, I know some people really dig it, but I find it unnecessarily complicated. I mean, I do feel like somebody is ready to invest here. It looks like they're ready to focus on growing, you know, a connection here. Maybe it was a long time coming. You felt like, could you just shit or get off the pot? Like, are you ever going to invest in me? Somebody's finally coming around. It's got like strong earth sign energy connected to it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They may have strong earth and water in their chart. All right. Let's get some details, some further details here from Fairy. What you say, Fairy, about this connection, about this 2 of Hearts? Is there a little glamour being spun here to move forward quickly? Is somebody wanting to come up? I mean, there was that piece about wanting some kind of stability. I do think of that second house, and it makes me think of finances, and it makes me think of transactions, you know? Somebody may want to secure a little bit of stability. They feel like they got a rush for some reason. Maybe they suspect that somebody's about to head in another direction, or that somebody's about to get an offer from someone else. This is totally a love story. This is one of those love stories where it's like if it was a status update, it would be, it's complicated. That's what I see here. This is not a situation where there's just two people. I feel like somebody very much wants this now. They realize they invested in, you know, some exploration that maybe sacrificed something that was really dear to their heart, and they're trying to make up for lost time. But they don't know if they can turn it around. It feels like it's a bit of a gamble. It's a little bit of rolling the dice here. And that's why they might put on the pressure, like, let's just, you know, let's just do it. Let's get hitched. And that might be just the kind of fantasy that you really want to embrace, you know? It can be pretty heady to get like caught up in that energy. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's throw caution to the wind. I'm ready. But there's also something here that's a little bit of a binding influence I see with the Eight of Spades there. That's not a nice place to be in the Eight of Spades. It's also feeling like you're kind of in between a rock and a hard place in this dynamic, or somebody is, okay? So let's see what we got here. Bottom of the deck. Oof, oof. I mean, we got 10 of Swords in reverse. This is something really painful, actually, and it is coming to a head with this full moon. There's a lot of karmic connotations here. Like, there's karma to be settled here. There's work to be done. And the work is around letting go and releasing. Like, this has not been released yet. It should have been released a long time ago, but it hasn't. 10 of Swords in reverse is a rough ride, man. It's like repeated injury, repeated heartache, having to learn the lesson very painfully over and over and over and over and over again. And this is absolutely about transforming an old pattern. This needs to turn around. You see, here's a clue about what needs to happen here. Just really opening up, softening into the release, all right? If something's meant to be, you don't have to fight for it. You don't have to rush to seal the deal. It just comes to you naturally. So there's something about softening, letting go. Somebody's trying to control too much in this situation. All right, let's see what this is about. Let's get some more details here. For Leo, what is this for Leo? What is this coming to a head for Leo here? I mean, it's around the Emperor. This is what landed on the Two of Hearts. You very well could be dealing with an Aries in this situation, or this Aries is about to make a move. This is what's hanging up at the crossroads. And it's right over the Two of Hearts with the Queen of Spades there, okay? There's some kind of ending here that has taken place, and there's also a rebirth energy coming in as well. So it makes me feel like this is a little bit of a portal of transformation. Like, there's something that's happening here where a softening needs to take place, a letting go, giving over. And then there's something here that's going to close out, but rebirth energy comes in with that Libra new moon that's right on the cusp of Scorpio season on the 21st of October. And there's no bargaining with this. Like, this is a karmic cycle that's closing. Something has to complete here. I mean, when we look at Scorpio, Scorpio is ruled by both Mars and Pluto. Mars is one of Aries rulers here. So something's been hanging out at the crossroads for a long time, and it should have been closed out a while ago, okay? Let's get some more details here. What's coming up around this? What's coming up around this? Give me more details about this. Whatever this is, it's coming to a head with the full moon. Something's going to light up here. You're going to have an awareness about something. You know, maybe somebody is giving up their options. They've decided who they want to commit to, okay? Who that's going to be, I don't know. Will it be you? Will it be somebody else? I don't know. We're going to find out here. I mean, there's a Chariot coming in here. Cancerian energy, but the Cancerian energy is coming in reverse. It feels like this chariot's at odds with how this emperor wants to move forward. And this chariot is landing right on top of the 7 of hearts with 3 of spades. So this could be a rough ride. If you were somebody that was one of the options and this was somebody who was in a committed relationship, I feel like this cycle is closing out. It's coming to an end. There's some kind of being at odds here. There's a refusal of an offer. There's disappointment here. Bottom of the deck energy. It looks like somebody's committing to somebody. And whoever that person is that was like, because there's somebody here that's like been more casual or could have been a more clandestine kind of relationship. Somebody's making a commitment to somebody here. So you know who you are in this story here. Okay. There's a lot of like Cancer, Leo, Cusper energy in this situation. This came out right next to Emperor. What do we got? Yeah, I mean, this is a no. Again, it's coming in reverse, right? Cross position in reverse, the Hierophant here. No, no commitment with this option. Options cut off. Somebody is saying no to options and they're making a commitment. They're about to take a new action. They're about to make it known. Page of Wands energy. This could be a Sagittarius. Right. Give some more details about this. Also, somebody could be preparing to take some kind of trip. They could want to seal the deal. That's what I see. Ooh, the devil is in the details, though. I mean, why is the rush here? What is this about? Capricorn energy. Somebody is wearing a mask here. It looks like there's a feminine here who is wearing a mask. They're hiding their intentions a little bit. They might want to get their hands on some money. Look at that. This is a binding agreement. Remember that? There's some kind of binding agreement here. There could be somebody here that's really pushing to tie the knot here because they want to see some assets. Oh, it's not the stuff of dreams. It is not. This is my if wishes were horses, the dreamers would ride. This takes somebody out of a position of power. I also feel like this does not move forward. Whatever this is, it's a real binding agreement. Not good energy. This is not what you're looking for. This isn't a fairy tale. Well, it might be a Grimm's fairy tale. That's always a cautionary tale, though. This ain't Disney. Give me some more details about this for Leo. Give me some more details about this for Leo, please. I mean, this is the truth. Ace of Swords. This is the truth. Some kind of truth is being spoken. Some kind of truth is coming to light. It is upright. There's some kind of decisive action being taken here. Somebody is cutting off their options. And another person here feels like trapped, stuck. They don't know what to do. Maybe they put all their eggs in one basket and it was the wrong one. I'm not sure who you are in this scenario, Leo. Who is Leo in this situation? How's this panning out for Leo? I mean, I think if you're a Cancer, Leo, Cusper, things aren't moving forward quite the way you were anticipating. The truth might be a little hard to swallow, but I feel like moving in this direction wouldn't be a power move for you anyway. It's not something that would turn out the way you'd want it to. Yeah, walking away. You got to cross that bridge. You may be scared to move away from something that you thought was going to be a continuation point in your story, but it's not. Let it be water under the bridge. You're meant to head in a new direction. Your 2 of Cups lies elsewhere. I see that, okay? Something's going through a state of transformation, but first with this like dragonfly medicine here, there's a need to see through some illusions. The sweetness will come though. I feel like it comes through a new connection in your community, okay? Something you can't really see right now. So you may be feeling like duped or like, I don't get it. Like, I thought this was going to work, but you don't understand. Like, This really would have had you trapped, man. It really would have had you trapped. It's not a happily ever after for you. I see that. More details about this. What's on the other side of walking away from this for Leo? What's on the other side of this of walking away from this for Leo? What is this? What's on the other side of this for Leo? Okay, I'm going to do a cut of the deck, and then I feel like getting some kind of confirmation here. All right. These all want to come out. I'm going to take them. I mean, I think that the desire to have this, like something was not coming from the right place. There's a lot of focus on wanting the opportunity because it gives some kind of security, you know, maybe brings some kind of financial support. But it's Five of Swords. There's like betrayal energy attached to this. It's not the best energy. It's not the best energy. And sometimes that Six of Pentacles, again, it can look like, you know, somebody is giving to two. But there is like this indication here that somebody was benefiting in some way from the connection. Maybe financially, you know? Maybe somebody was giving somebody gifts, you know? Giving them some kind of financial support, and so, you know, they don't want to lose that. But somebody knows where their true north is here, and they're standing on it. And it looks like Sagittarian energy here. I also feel like there's something coming in for you in divine timing here. There's some kind of balance that's going to come into your life. You may not see it right now, but it will come through. This is about getting a course correction here, because the direction that you were thinking was going to pan out, or where you thought you were going to end up, is not where you're ending up. But it's not a negative, it's a positive. Okay? Yeah, there's an ending here for sure. Let me do a cut of the deck. But I still see love coming in, because there's a Two of Cups for you. And again, it comes out again. There is a balance that's going to come in here for you. But maybe not with this individual. If you were dealing with a Sagittarius, or you were planning a trip with somebody and then like they cancel last minute, it could also be like somebody you were planning on going to visit, connecting with, somebody at a distance, and then they call it off. It's because it's not a match. Somebody already knows who they're investing in here. They're balancing something out with another here. All right? That's what I see. I mean, this way is closed. This road is closed, right? But what you may not see now, because this reminds me of Gabo here, it very well could be a Sagittarius you were dealing with, because I see Sagittarius right here, okay? There's a wisdom path that's opening up to you, right? There's some South Node work that you're doing here. There could be a Virgo connected to this situation as well. You may not be sure what direction you should invest in right now. Well, you should invest in, you know, getting your mojo back, just feeling good about yourself, going out, having some fun, letting your hair down, having a good time. And you'll come into contact with somebody who is your match, all right? There's something about like forming new community, new connections, and then somebody comes in that, you know, gives you a whole new view here on the other side of what's being balanced out here that might feel like a little rough. It feels a little messy. You might kind of feel a little emotionally activated around this, but I see you're getting totally rerouted here, and you're finding a new kind of love. So, I mean, this looks good. This is just some time for you to get back in your own energy and feel really good about yourself. Whoever this character is, it looks like they're heading towards somebody else. They're cutting off their options. They want to invest in the person that truly has their heart. Okay, so that's what's rolling out here. But I do like that, you know, there is something here for you that's very beautiful, right? Something that's offering more than just like security. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, you know, really is your equal in terms of a partner who can pour into you, right? But yeah, 2945 that came in. There's a different kind of alignment that wants to come into view here. There's a lot of Virgo energy around this too. Also a lot of South Node energy. Let me get a clarification card about the best way for you to deal with this situation, because some of that can be tough to integrate here. So I want to make sure that I give you something to work with. Let's pull out the Halloween Oracle. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Forgiveness, right? Reducing the burden. You got to just like, just let it be, let it go, let it flow, right? You do have a rose that's coming into view here for you. There is somebody who is your equal that you come together with on the other side of this. And it's somebody that will really, meet you where you're at. But it looks like you got to spend some time on your own, kind of like getting your fire back, getting back into your own energy and just having some fun. Yeah, come on, man. You have the strength to overcome this. You have the strength to get through this ending. Right? There is something coming to a close here with the full moon, right? But it brings about the dawn of a brand new day, and you're taking wisdom forward with you from the experience. There will be light after darkness here. The name Dawn could be significant here, okay? Might be a trip coming in here. Somebody might be giving you some good advice, They're helping you embrace a more sort of philosophical view of the situation. Maybe revealing some things to you that you didn't really see before. Helping you understand the lesson of a situation. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is not your harvest. There's joy in letting this fall away. Just come into the present moment. You may not realize it right now, but something will turn around here for you. What's behind this? Yeah. On the other side of this ending that comes with the full moon, there is infinite possibilities. But first, there's something that's coming to a close. Ooh. Whoa. Look at that. Oh, man, the way that came out. Yeah, somebody's having a real hard time with this. Look at that. Made the joy fall away and fall on the ground. Like somebody has a real problem with letting go and allowing, allowing this joy to come in. I mean, it could be, feeling a little bit sore about somebody experiencing a joy. They don't want to let this go, but they got it. Zombie control. It's time to lay this to rest. To see that it's going to happen one way or another with that full moon. So embrace the moment, man. There is beauty there. There is. There's love on the other side of this too. There's someone's equal match and something that will be a lot more fulfilling, but somebody's making a choice about who has their heart. And I don't know if it's you, Leo, or another. I mean, it kind of looks like you're coming to a place of closure with something, and it's a little rough. It's a little rough. Let me go ahead and do a final cut of the deck here. Synergy and healing. And on the other side there, invisibility, authenticity. So yeah, I mean, I think that there is a relationship that's healing here. And what was hidden is coming to light. So something's being put out on the table. I feel like something's being cleared out. It feels like kind of skeletons in the closet kind of energy, which is good. I mean, if there's a lot that's been hidden, for it to kind of come up and out, that's very freeing here. It is very healing. New things will stir here. There will be synergy. There will be healing. I just think kind of moving into it initially is a little rough. It's rough to see something play out for another in the way that maybe was hoped for. It looks like was hoped for by you. I mean, I have to say, honestly, that's how it's coming through. And yet, I see clearly it's the right choice because it puts you back in your element. It gives you your fire back. And on the other side of that, you come together with someone who, you know, really meets you where you're at. So, I mean, nobody loses here. This is a positive energy. All right. And I know it's not easy. That stuff's never easy, but we're all closing up major relationship karma here with the territory we're moving through. And there is something on the other side for you, and it's beautiful. Okay. So just give it over, man, and trust the flow, because you'll like where that flow takes you. I promise. Okay, Leo. Take care.